great gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way, that leadeth to destruction, and many there because which go in thereat. Okay, so that is explaining the way to hell. Okay, the wide gate and broad is the way. Okay, it's talking about the broad path. It's talking about it's very easy to go down this way. The great analogy that I've heard in the past is if your prison cell is ever so lavish and very comfortable, and that gate shuts and it's finally closed, you're still in a prison cell. And people fail to understand that in their lives. Even if your life is amazing and your life has all these wonderful gifts and pleasurable, and you have a nice big chair that's comfortable, you have a nice big bed that's wonderful, your stomach is full, your pockets are greatly full and closed to any of the people that need it, on this life, it may be good. It may be better than that of a Christian. It may be better than those of faith. However, you may have some serious problems when that door shuts and you are not able to leave. Okay? Because that prison cell, that ever so lavish prison cell, while it's still a prison cell, the door for your entire life, it is open. You can always walk out of it until you can't. When you can't, there is no leaving it. Okay? Let's go to 7:14. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth to life, and the few there be find it. Okay? Now, let's talk about the narrow path. And the narrow path, the narrow crooked path to heaven is much, much more difficult because your reward is much greater. Okay? You are able to live forever, as it says, the narrow way which leadeth to life. Okay? You get to live forever. You get eternity. Okay, that is your prize at the very end, which is a good thing, of course. However, it is very difficult to stay on that narrow path. As it says, is the narrow path. You can very easily fall off it. There are so many detours, there's so many waybacks and circles, and there's so many easy exits onto that wide path, onto that very easy going path. There's so many ways to enter back into that prison cell. We, as followers of Christ and people looking to seek salvation, people who hunger and thirst for righteousness, have to be able to say, okay, here's the barrier and here's the other barrier. And now we have to stay on this path. Okay? That's what's very important.